I'm not happy. I'm not going to lie. Very disappointed with what I saw in the comment section yesterday. Don't take the hat off for the series. Keep it on. It's lucky. No. You just didn't like the headband. Which has really annoyed me because I've been wearing it out in public. So now I feel like I've looked like a complete idiot. Wish someone had told me. Worst things like the missus kept telling me about it. Take the headband off. Get your hair cut. All you lot have done is prove her right. This isn't even related to the save. I'm not angry, I'm just very disappointed in you all. One thing I'm not too disappointed about is how we've been playing recently. Okay, you look at it here, there's been a couple of defeats, okay? Mainly to Colchester, which did hurt, but then we lost away 2-1 to Northampton, which can happen. That I expected it to be away from home that we would get defeated, but not at home to Colchester. We'll get onto that in a minute. After the last episode where we drew 0-0 with Shrewsbury, we lost to Fulham 3-1. That kind of set off a little bit of a weird bit of form, where we conceded last minute to AFC Wimbledon. I think that's where we did lose a little bit of our momentum, but we did bounce back and beat Chelsea into 23s 2-1. But since then it's been a little inconsistent. Like I said, defeat 1-0 to Colchester, then bounce back and beat Crawley 4-1, then lost to Northampton 2-1 away, and then beat Leyton Orient 3-0. We're kind of very much all or nothing at the moment. 'Cause I want it all or nothing at all. O-Town, 90s. Things are different now you're gone. We've already got the Spice Girls in our life. We don't need any 90s boy bands throwing their way in. And speaking of the Spice Girls, Stuart Spice, who's been arguably our best player so far this season, apart from Silas, has got himself injured and is out for 3 weeks, so he will be playing no part today, which is very irritating. You can tell here his record, 11 goals and 22 appearances. Brilliant. So, in our 2 games today, then, we are taking on Ipswich and Portsmouth. Ipswich we're hosting at home, and then we're going away to... Oh my god, I can't remember the name of it. Fratton Park. Jesus Christ. Fratton Park. Bloody hell, how did I forget Fratton Park? So we'll be playing Portsmouth at Fratton Park in the second episode of today. But let's focus on Ipswich right now. It's the main team, really, apart from a couple of changes. Going forward, not a lot different, but at the back, a few ones that we've needed to make. Taylor comes in goal. He was wearing international duty with the England under-23s, but Conway stepped in and did a pretty decent job. D'Souza's playing at left-back because he's been in very good form recently, to be fair to him. Max Hunt joins Shaquille John in the middle today because Lambert is suspended, as is Moss, which is why Ng or Perry, let's call him Perry. It's like Perry from Little Mix. He's nothing like Perry from Little Mix. Oh my word. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, I salute you. To be fair, she's not done bad either. He's a good looking lad. In the middle, of course, is Wassel and Joseph. Who else could it possibly be? It's the crime-fighting duo. Then you've got Pete Bryant on the left, who actually is now in pretty decent form. I read a couple of comments saying that maybe he's the weak link in the team. I can't disagree with it, but as long as he performs relatively around that level, I'll be happy. Irving's in the middle, fresh off a brace in his last game, so he's playing quite well. Silas has just been insane. He's out on the right side. And Chris Metcalf will be playing today up front, fresh off his first goal in quite a few games in the last episode. You can tell his form's gradually been getting better. So let's hope that he can get another goal today. So they've got a few players that we're all quite aware of. The number one guy is Jack Lancaster. Now, some of you may remember Jack Lancaster from my Aston Villa series I did last year. You didn't watch the Aston Villa series? No, don't worry. No one else did. It's fine. A few people did. Thank you to those that did. Solid. They're not doing too well at Ipswich. They were expected to do very well in the league so far, but they're down in 12th, and we're still currently sat in the playoff position. So, at the moment, we're the better team. I expect that from the boys. I expect us to go out, put another performance in like we did against Leyton Orient, and we'll be fine. The big news here is that we've got to try and kind of coax Shaquille John through this, because at the moment, he's very tired, Big Shaq, and he could get injured, and I really don't want that. He is the last person I need to get injured right now, which is why Charlie Swain has made a return to the bench. This looks like a familiar story. I wish I could bring you something, but I can't. We've had 12 shots, not one of them has resulted in a highlight. We've absolutely battered them, but just not been able to score yet. I'm going to say, I'm pleased how things are going. Keep up. We're playing brilliantly, and here we go. Here is our first highlight. Can we make our dominance in the first half count by carrying it on straight away from in the second half as Ng? We've got to come up with a name for him. No goals? Do you see what I did there? I said about how great Pete Bryant's been. He's playing at 6.4 so far, which isn't ideal. But D'Souza, Metcalf! How's he missed that? He beats the keeper to it. We've already had 2 highlights in the first 2 minutes of the second half. I mean, for all the lack of highlights in the first half, the second half has just gone by and it's been nothing but highlights. That's so good from Silas. And he finds a lovely ball to Irving. Irving goes around his man. Don't shoot. Pete, bye. Don't you shoot either because you're definitely going to miss. Bye to Joseph. Joseph bends it. He can't be offside. Jeffrey Joseph bends it at the far corner. How is Metcalf offside? I mean, Joseph bends it. Metcalf's not even... No, not having that. He's not even near it. The goalkeeper's not getting anywhere near that. That is absolute tosh. Goalie's not getting anywhere near that. Anywhere near that. Nonsense. Hunt just smacks it long, but it's fallen to Silas, fortunately. Go on, mate. Every time he gets on the ball, I think magic can happen. Silas dances inside. Silas whips it back post. Pete Bye! He's at the post. Are you kidding me? I'm going to take Bye off and I'm going to bring on Allenson, who's going to put out on that. I'm going to take Big Shaq off as well. I'm going to bring on Charlie Swain just for the last 25 minutes. I cannot have Big Shaq getting injured. It's a gamble, but it's one I'm willing to take. We've been absolutely all over them in this game. We've been by far the dominant team. We've just not found a way through, and maybe this is where I'm lacking a bit of Stuart Spice up my life. Stuart Spice is injured. It's crap now. Can't make the lyrics. Yeah. Even when he's not playing, fit it in. Irving hits it. Oh my word. If that does not win goal of the season, I don't know what a goal by Liam Irving. He dances around his man who commits and goes onto the floor. Irving just rounds him and can he finish? You bet he can. What a strike. Wasso on the ball into D'Souza here. Now down the left hand side. Go on, mate. Robin, that's a penalty. Every day of the week. Lee Doughty points to the spot. Big Shaq's not on, so who's taking the pen? Irving, I'm guessing. It looks like it. Irving to take his penalty. Slaps it in the bottom corner. A Liam Irving has got us a win here by the looks of things. Ipswich falling without a trace. On comes Alex Hudson for the final change. Tell you, if we make the playoffs this year... Lancaster's over a free kick. I've seen him hit many of these in. Not that time. I always go quiet when a goal happens. If you're not watching but you're listening, you always know when someone scored. I mean, it's so unlucky for Taylor. He should really be picking up on the rebound. It's a brilliant first save. D'Souza's got to do better, but so does Irving. Bloody hell. So does Taylor, to be fair. If they get anything out of this, it's an absolute joke. Free guard up against Irving. He's got around him. Lancaster into Walker. Don't you dare. Jed Taylor's put out to the middle of nowhere. Amadou Diallo's got a break. I mean, that's a joke. I love Jed Taylor, but that's a joke. What can I say about this? Walker hits it. It's De Gea-esque. It's just awful. It's just awful. It's absolutely atrocious. I cannot believe... I said we won it. That's why I went wrong. I said we won it. I mean, come on. Seriously? Are you seriously going to do this to me? Absolute banker 3 points there we've thrown away. We had them in our... Oh. John's going to be suspended for the next game as well. Brilliant. I can't. 4 shots to 16. Going by that ratio, we should have beaten them 8-2. Everything so far in Billericay has been very good throughout the save. You know, I've really enjoyed my time. We've been pretty solid, pretty consistent throughout the majority of it. But that's the first time I've been genuinely a little bit annoyed. Maybe I shouldn't be, but I feel angry. I'm only going to make a couple of changes then from the previous game, which is that Allenson's going to come in up front for Metcalf. He didn't do much to impress me at all. And Lambert's going to come in for the suspended Shaquille John. Oh, yeah, and Mouse has come back in on the right-hand side, as we would expect. So Perry and G falls to the bench. I told you boys I expect to win. I do. I'd no more throwing away 3 points. Please. I mean, let's not lie. We're doing very well. We're in the playoffs. I'm just... Ugh! We're turning defeats into draws, but at the same time we're turning wins into draws if we have those kinds of second-half performances. Not second-half performances, but just at the end of the game. Oh, it's just so irritating. And we've not done anything here so far. We've been very, very much off the pace of Portsmouth, and they're dictating all the tempo. There's not really been much in the way of a clear-cut sort of chance. I think there's one now. Hugh Simpson scored. Is this the start of the drop-off? Is this where our little bounce that we've had in the league comes to an end. I mean, Jeb Wallace has been brilliant. He's been at the heart of everything good so far for Portsmouth. He just teases a simple one to the back post. Moss doesn't follow his man. No one's followed his man. We've been awful, and I kind of get the feeling without Stuart Spice, we're lacking a little bit. But this could be our first attack as Silas manages to wriggle around his man. He teases it in back post. Pete by. He's headed it over. If he finished off his chance in the last game as well, we definitely would have won. Safe to say, creating chances isn't the problem. It's bloody finishing them. Oh no, it's another highlight for Portsmouth, and it's back out to Jeb Wallace. Is anyone going to get near him? Anyone want to mark him? They've just teed it in again, and it's just like just no one's following anyone. I'm getting a bit. First time in a while, I'm genuinely getting a bit angry. I'm getting a little bit frustrated with the team here. This is not good enough. I'm not going to tell them. This is not good enough. Not good enough. Moss is coming off. On comes Perry and G. I'm going to take off D'Souza as well. I'm going to bring on Mel Gudger. The two fullbacks have been awful. They've just let their wingers completely dictate this game. Silas, over a ball for the corner. I mean, it's not even near a man. It's not even near a man. You can tell like the kind of drop-off in morale, the drop-off in form now is very, very evident. I don't want to blame Max Hunt. I can't blame Max Hunt, but it is Max Hunt's fault. He comes back in, and suddenly I concede 3 goals. I mean, who do you take off that's worse? Allison's playing at 6.4. He's offered absolutely nothing. But he's just been taken out and it's a penalty. It's a stupid tackle by Adam Sandler. It's not Adam Sandler. The only thing that they share in common is that was disappointing. As are Adam Sandler's movies. Liam Irving only just squeezes it past the goalkeeper. And by that, to Adam Sandler, I don't mean old Adam Sandler. Happy Gilmore, banging. Wedding Singer, banging. None of the new stuff. Great from Liam Irving. Decent finish. And Allison somehow, even though I'm just saying he's done absolutely nothing, he's managed to win some penalty. Joseph's coming off. On comes Alex Hudson. It's the final change. Something needed to change because Joseph was having a rare bad game. If we can just keep. I don't even know if it's his fault, but I'm blaming Max Hunt because defensively we've been quite good all year. Max Hunt comes in for a couple of games and suddenly we're all over the shop. I'm not being funny, right? If I was offside last time, why is that bloke not offside? He is more offside than the one against Ipswich. We've only got 5 minutes to go. I'm already on attacking. We might as well just go very attacking. Throw the cat amongst the pigeons. Come on. Mel Gudger into Irving. We don't deserve anything from this. We've been absolutely awful. As Alex Hudson slaps it right into the gonads of the poor Portsmouth defender there. And now they're off. But don't worry, offside doesn't exist for Portsmouth apparently, so it's fine. Yes, I'm a little bit salty. Can't argue it. They've been the better team. I have nothing to complain about. They've been the better team by an absolute mile. But Liam Irving has not robbed him of the ball here. Irving, don't shoot from there. Irving, I mean, you're never going to score from there. What are you doing? 4 minutes of added on time are up. Not good enough. Not good enough. I'll just say I can't fault you today, but I can. They were awful, really. That game against Ipswich was a right sucker punch. You can tell that's kind of shot the boys a little bit, and confidence is a little bit low after that. Strange to really wonder where we come back. Should we come back for games against Port Vale and Preston? Because obviously Preston being an ex-championship team, they're quite big. So let's play them, and the Wolves have a nice home game against Port Vale. Hopefully we'll be able to turn our form around a little bit between now and then, because you can tell here, last 6 games or so, 2 wins, a draw, 3 defeats. It's not really Billericay style. It's not what I'm looking for at all. But thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do like, share, and subscribe. Let me know where you think it went wrong in any of the games, or is it just one of those games where it just happens? I don't know. I'm tending to think that, but I might just be making excuses. I'm not 100% sure. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Until I see you for the next episode of the TYC, please do take care of yourselves and remember to stay cool. Exactly. I'm varying up the way I say it at the end of episodes, so keeps you on your toes, yeah? Thank you, everyone. Bye.